For the last couple of years, we've been having some very weird protagonists and characters in general, especially female protagonists. It feels like because of all that woke era that we had, they hired a bunch of woke people and they were tired of feeling like losers, so they created a bunch of characters that look like them to be the heroes of their story, which fucking sucked. But I feel like it sucks for other reasons. But today I'm going to talk about what I saw recently and I thought, wow, I feel like they finally got it right. A real female character is really nice, it's awesome, and it doesn't just look badass. Doesn't sound badass. It is, it shows in a way it is. And I'm talking about the God of War Laufey trailer that I just watched. Now I know there's a bunch of dudes saying that, oh, that shit is woke. They put a woman character in God of War. My guy, it's Laufey. It's written in the name. It is about her. It's pretty much like, hey, let's give a break from Kratos. That's a lot of Kratos here. Let's show a little bit of the story of her and what happens outside. How did she know about those things? So they're pretty much explaining what happened through her. And so that's why I don't feel like this complaint about, oh, it's not God of War without Kratos. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, keep in mind in the trailer, the two guys that show up, the guy and the snake woman, they're both God of Wars in their own religions. Tyr is a God of War too, and God of War wasn't even God of War, it was Ares before that. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now here's the issue. I feel like the fight that we've been having is that some people say that the character is woke in a video game. Like we all saw that bald girl in that space game, right? Everybody was like, oh shit, why did they make she looks like that? It looks like a dude and everything. And now there's this fight of saying like there's just a bunch of nerds saying she looks ugly. It's a perfectly fine woman. And honestly, I feel like it could have a nice story to tell versus the people that say, oh, they're trying to force this thing on us, which I also feel like it is. I kind of agree with both sides. But I feel like the major problem that we've been having, it's not what it looks like. It's not about if the woman is ugly or if she should looks incredibly beautiful, because of course you don't have to. Like if you're fighting a war, you're not gonna look amazing. You could, but you're not gonna look always amazing. But I feel like it's much more. I don't remember the director that said it, and I'm gonna find who it is. But he says when you're doing a movie, which it's kind of the games nowadays, especially from God of War. Like I watched the entire walkthrough from both games, kind of like a movie. But what he says about movies is that when you're gonna say something about a character, you don't tell the audience, you don't say to the audience, you know? You don't tell like, hey, this guy's bad. You show them. You have to show the attitudes. And I feel like when they put a character that is bald or with scars and different in a way, they're trying to tell you and not show you that the person is badass. And this feeling of trying to show, this feeling of not showing, but just trying to tell you, like scream like, look at this woman, she's bald, she's probably badass, she's probably this, and then you're like, yeah, but what is she doing? What's up? You're just gonna scream you're awesome? You're gonna put some woman catchphrases in the middle like, we're strong together. Oh, come on, man, show me something cool. That's, I think, was the biggest failure. And this doesn't happen in God of War Laufey trailers. At least from what I've seen in the trailers, it doesn't. What they do is completely different. She wakes up kind of vulnerable, you know, where the hell am I? What the hell's going on? She's lost. She's, of course, a pretty actress, but the first thing that goes in her mind is not, I gotta solve this shit by myself. It's like, where's my husband and my kid? Something's wrong. I need to help them. That's her first instinct. It's like family. I'm like, damn. Nice, right? And we know from the story that she's badass. They say that she was a fierce warrior. The Kratos axe was hers. So you kind of know, but you have never seen it before. She just sat there. But they don't try to overshow it. And then she fights that first fight against those plant creatures. And she says, wow, this is supposed to be easier. So I'm like, what's going on? And then comes the scene which I think is fantastic, which is when the soldiers capture her, her magic isn't working, and then she faces those two God of Wars. I think it's Sekhmet and I forgot the other one. That shows the big red guy, which is essentially a dude, and the game does not shy away from the issues of modern society. The red, which is pretty much a dude, I know it's a monster, but kind of a dude, just straight up punches her in the face with everything. You know what she does? Try again, see what happens. And you're like, oh shit, badass. But are they gonna make like the woman like, ooh, and then the guy's gonna be, I'm afraid of you, powerful woman? No, the guy just punches her again, and she's like, oh shit, why is my magic not working? She's thrown into jail, and it's like, holy shit, she took a punch, she spit it out like badass, but then they don't try to make her like force her being this imposing creature. She shouldn't be. She's like weak. She doesn't have magic, and the guy's not frightened by her. He's not. And I was like, okay, this shit is different. She feels badass, but they're not forcing the badassery. It's just happening, you know? And then there's a part that I fucking love. I don't know why people are complaining this, but the cube, holy shit. The cube is fucking amazing. I love the cube. The cube is awesome. Do you think that characters look too ugly? Oh, this woman is too ugly. This to this. Oh, there's too many white dudes. Oh, don't put a black dude in a samurai costume. Take a cube. If you tell me that you want it to be round, now fuck you. Yeah, I'll say it. Fuck you. The cube is awesome. And the piece of cloth's attached to the sword. Awesome dynamic. I loved it. And now she kind of gets her magic by focusing on herself, because all of that time she's worried about her family. It's like such a noble reason, such a down to earth, something you can relate to in a way. You know, it's not like, oh, I don't have a father. I'm gay or something like that. It's totally fine if you are, by the way. But like, it's a totally relatable situation for most of us, I guess. Not all, and that's fine, but it's relatable. And then the cube says, focus here, focus now. She gets her magic back. She opens the shit up, start beating the shit out of everyone. The animations look sick. And she fights awesome. And she's not just absurdly powerful, she's agile, she's magic. She's not like Kratos, like the dude's brute forced her inside the jail there, inside the cage. Kratos would have never been brute forced to anything, almost. And Thor was pretty strong. But she's agile, she has a different kind of connotation. And then comes her fight with the red dude again, and goddamn, that fight was sick. It was sick. I don't know how people are saying it was not good. Holy shit, I felt it was sick. The animations were sick, the fight was dope, and she gets punched, it almost looks like anime. Like she gets punched across a bunch of houses, shocks the fucking rock, and now we come back to the bar to say, I am going to kill you if you punch me again. And you see what I'm telling you? They didn't just say it, they showed it. She didn't just say it because, I'm a badass woman. Nah, she meant it. She's after him now. And she's showing she wasn't kidding. She's there to kill. She showed you why Kratos married her. And goddamn, I wonder what's gonna happen to Atreus when he grows old. That's dope. And I feel like that's a much better character construction, something different from what we've been having lately. And let's be honest, when we play video games, we want to admire the characters that are our heroes. That's just how it goes. It's the sense of badassery, the sense of, oh my god, imagine if I could do this kind of shit. You know, it'd be awesome. And now they made a character that you can. Character has a nice family, looks good, fights like crazy, and there's this difference of like showing, you know, the actions are there. It's not just screaming, oh, look at me, I'm different, look at me, I'm badass. No, she doesn't do that. She just goes there and punches the shit out of that dude. She doesn't have to aura form or something like that. And I'm so glad that we finally seen a change from all the late games. I miss those badass shit. Do you guys remember Devil May Cry? Like, of course you guys do. There's even a series now. I forget this is not an old game anymore. But goddamn, the dudes is just badass. And it's even corny at sometimes. And now I'm gonna make the same comparison. Remember Bayonetta? If you've never seen Bayonetta, it's like a Devil May Cry but woman. She's a witch. She's badass. She's dope. And she shows it. Okay, a lot of catchphrases, but then she fucks up everything that comes in touch with her. That's awesome. Anyway, I just want to make this video to say I feel like we have a pretty good game coming on to us. I feel like it's gonna be dope. I feel like it's gonna have a nice story. I loved the two Kratos stories that we had right now, Kratos and Atreus. Very nice, very touching. A message too for fathers, and they did that on purpose. Let's be honest. They know that the people who played the first God of Wars are now adults with kids. I don't have kids, but most of the people who were already teenagers back then now have kids, and they made a game for dads, for people who played back then. Now they have a kid and they see themselves in Kratos again. And so I know that something good is gonna come. And by the trailer, goddamn, the animation was sick. I felt the character construction was nice. The cube is awesome. I fucking love the cube. Dude, the cube is wobbly and you can combo with the cube. The cube is awesome. But there's something at the cube there. I can't say exactly what, but I know there's something wrong with the cube. We're gonna find that out later. Anyways, I just wanted to express my opinion. I love expressing my opinion. This channel is for this. So if you enjoy this kind of crazy ass opinion, follow your Brazilian friend on YouTube, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch too, so that we can share our opinions together. And drop a comment, leave a discussion. I love discussing. If you dislike the video, please put in the comments, why did you dislike? Tell me what's wrong. Tell me that my opinion sucks. I had these before in other videos. And I love the good discussion. Anyways, my name is Gustavo. You can call me Gus, and I'll see you next time. Bye.